The outstanding federal loan balance is over $1.6 trillion and accounts for over 91% of student loan debt. That's according to the Education Data Initiative. So once you get into the student debt hole, it takes a while to get out, but there might be some tax-advantaged ways for people to pay for their loved ones' college tuitions. To discuss, let's bring in Jere Doyle, who is the BNY Wealth, Tax, and Estate Planning Strategist here with us. Jere, great to see you here with us today. All right, so what do people need to know about some of the tax advantages that, they might just need to give a phone call to a loved one or phone a friend if they're looking to pay down some of this debt?
Well, as far as paying down the debt goes, I think the planning that you have to do is what you have to do before you actually go to school. For example, a lot of people should be thinking about doing 529 accounts, open up accounts now, putting money into the accounts to save for college. When the disbursements are made from the 529 plan to pay for tuition, et cetera, that's a tax-free distribution. So that's one thing a lot of people should be looking at right now. The other thing people should be looking at is also if they have a relative that has a substantial amount of wealth, that relative can make a direct payment of tuition to the college or the university, and that is a tax-free gift. And a lot of people overlook the fact that somebody can make a tax-free gift in the amount of tuition. And the key there is obviously that it's going to be made directly to the educational institution. If you made it to the student and the student paid the tuition bill, that does not count for the gift tax exclusion. But that's something that's frequently overlooked by people.
If it is then given to the student, then the student goes and pays. Who is taxed there? Is it the gift giver or is it the student receiving the gift?
It would be the gift giver. The donor would have to pay that. That would be deemed to be a gift from the donor to the student. And so it wouldn't be tax-free. Now, you do have exclusions from gift tax, and the exclusion is quite large right now. Right now, it's $13,610,000, so it may not be a big deal for a lot of people. But people ought to take advantage of the fact that if you follow the rules, you can make a direct transfer to the university for somebody's tuition, and that's gift tax free.
And so if you are making that direct transfer to a university on behalf of a student, what is the criteria? What's the data that you need to hold on to? And not data, but the perhaps paperwork or receipts that you need to have once you're filing that gift as well?
Well, what somebody would have to do if they did do that transfer to the university, you'd probably want to keep your checks to show that the check was actually paid directly to the university as opposed to being paid to the student and the student turning around and sending the check to the university. So I think the most important thing is to have some type of evidence that shows that the payment was made direct. And if it's made by check, obviously, if it's made out to XYZ University, that would be enough substantiation. Otherwise, some electronic transfer from a bank account if you kept your bank statements. You just have to have some proof that it was made directly to the college or the university.
How many people are actively doing this right now, from what we can estimate at least, Jere? And is it expected to grow, the number of gifts being made directly to universities on students' behalf, considering the rising costs or the high price of tuition right now?
I think that most people that are taking advantage of this provision of the tax law are wealthier people because most people just can't part with that amount of money. If somebody's going to school, for example, in Boston, where I am, where the tuitions are about $90,000 a year, that's a lot of money to transfer directly to university. So for the most part, this provision is for pretty much wealthy people, not for the the regular person that's going to school, blue collar type of family.
Jere Doyle, who is the BNY Wealth, Tax, and Estate Planning Strategist. Jere, great to see you as always.
Thank you.